Okay, hi folks, so today I'm going to be talking to you about Nest cameras or Nestcams, and these are tiny cameras that are put inside a nest box or near a nest so that you can film the development of the young without disturbing the animal. Now they've become increasingly popular over recent years. They've become a lot smaller, a lot cheaper, and there's also a lot that you can view online yourself. If you go to viewbirds.com, there are literally hundreds of Nestcams set up all over the world where you can pretty much watch whichever species you're interested in. So condors in California, albatrosses in New Zealand, there are Nestcams set up for all of these, and it could be great fun to actually watch them. But you can set up your own, and as I said, they're coming down in price. This little one was, I think, less than £40, and it's very tiny, and they vary in size, of course, depending on what kind of animal that you want to film. The main difference with the different cameras is in how you receive the data from them. So this one that I've got here is what's called a wired system. So I have my little camera here, and I've got these connectors, and then I have some cable. I've got 20 meters here, which I'm hoping is going to be enough, and then I'll connect the cable to my camera once the camera's in place. Just to demonstrate, I'll lay the cable to where I want it. So on the other end there's an attachment that you'll put into the house power supply, and this is going to link to my TV, hopefully, if the cable's long enough, and it will enable me to watch what's going on with my Nest Cam inside the house. There are other systems. Some of them use to transmit themselves, some of them use Wi-Fi. It really just depends on your situation. The cabled ones tend to get a better image, and with Wi-Fi, although that's very convenient of course, and you don't need to have a cable, the quality sometimes isn't always quite as good. I've got quite thick walls in my house, so I didn't think a Wi-Fi system would really be suitable in my case. If you're putting one in permanently, you might want to think about protecting the cable in some way. We've got a run of dry weather at the moment, so I'm just going to leave mine out, but you can encase it in tubing or even bury it if you've got a big long-term project in mind. So that's how they vary, mostly in the way that you receive the information. If my images come out well enough on my TV, then there is a little adapter that you can get which enables you to put it into your computer, and you can actually capture the images on your computer as well. Okay, so you then need to think about where you're going to actually put the little camera. Now, often what happens is you buy these kits and they come with a nest box, and that is really when you need to actually install the camera, when you're putting a nest box up. It's actually illegal to disturb nesting birds under the Wildlife and Countryside Act, so it's not something that you add in at a later date. It's something you put in position right at the start, even before the bird's built its nest. So normally what happens is you put up an artificial nest box. Now I actually want to use my camera in a slightly different way, in that I want to see what's going on in my beehives. I don't know if you want to come in a little bit closer and just take a little shot there. So these are my bees, and I want to know what's going on in there, and I'm hoping that my camera will be small enough to actually capture what's going on inside. So I'm going to insert the camera. These cameras are designed with infrared so they can pick up what's going on in the dark, and then I'm just going to I think first I'm just going to try it in the entrance to see how it works, and I should be able to get an image then on my TV screen of what's going on in the hive. Okay, so just to show you the camera then, to finish off, mine is actually this one, Bird Box camera kit, from a company called Green Feathers. There are lots available, and it really depends what you want to use them for. Okay? you.